Hello, hello, hello. It's Barbara Ann. Welcome back to my channel, Straight Out of Context. I cannot tell you how happy I am that tomorrow is Friday. I hope all of you have a wonderful weekend. So what is going on with the homicide committer, the life taker, the convicted murderer, Gypsy Rose Blanchard? Well, absolutely a whole lot of nothing. She posted this video, and I cannot play the sound because it is Let It Go from Frozen, and she does a response video on TikTok to somebody who commented, and she is restricting her comments, saying that they want her to do a day in her life type video, and all she does is rock Aurora back and forth singing Let It Go. And if you don't know the words to Let It Go, well, I highly suggest you go look them up, because Gypsy is using them as a metaphor and a subliminal message to all of the haters, stans, supporters, trolls, etc., etc., etc. She absolutely does not show the truth of what she does when she first wakes up, how she has to take care of Aurora, what she really has to do to keep Ken happy and to keep their relationship, which is held together by a very fine, fragile thread to begin with. She does not show you the calls that she has to make. She does not show you all of the business meetings that she takes or the calls that she takes with Melissa G. Moore or Mike Stanfield, her manager, all of the things that she has on her agenda. She doesn't show you what's really happening inside of a day of her life. And she's not going to, because her only purpose on her platforms is to post content, videos, to keep her supporters and fans of her TV show interested in continuing to watch on Lifetime.
Hey y'all, this is Ken, and I'm finally doing my Ice Bucket Challenge here that was nominated by Gypsy, and this is for USC and the stigma against mental health. Let's go. All right, Christy, you're next.
But I'm doing the fake plastic one.
So I am Taco, and this is my little Tequita. Ken has one too, and his is Burrito. Yeah. Okay, so this week I made a really big purchase, and I want to show you guys what I got. First of all, I'm not wearing any makeup, so forgive me, it's just a regular day, but I'm just making a video. So I went to Target and I was looking around in the baby aisle, and I came across something that I have been wanting for a very long time, but I kept saying like, no, I don't need it. Like, I've already got something similar, so don't buy it. I cracked and I bought it. So this is the Even Flow Shift Dual Ride. It is a stroller car seat combo, and I've been wanting this for a very long time. It is a little pricey, actually it's very pricey. So as you can see, it is not cheap, but I broke down and I was like, you know what? I think it'll pay off in the end for travel purposes and like going places. And like a lot of times, like, I don't want to like drive in the city. I'm not used to driving in the city yet. And so I Uber a lot. And with Uber, like, I don't want to have to like bring the stroller and the car seat. It's just a lot. So it is amazing to have something that's all in one. It does have a feature to where you can take the wheels off if you don't want the wheels. It can be carried around like a regular car seat, which is great. I've used it once so far since buying it, but I know I'm gonna use it a lot more. But it's just really like, oh my God, it's so convenient. So again, like, yeah, it was expensive, but I think it's definitely gonna pay off whenever like we're going, making like out of state trips and stuff like that. It's less that we have to pack with us. So I'm excited that I bought it. Off of the little ledge. So I wanted to do an updated video from the video that I made a while back that I did like a product review of a bunch of different baby items. Well, one of them, the items that I reviewed was a pillow from Baby Bliss. It's the Dream Nest pillow. So the first month, I guess, that I had the pillow, I felt like it was great, and and it was perfect for her. It was really decreasing like the spit ups that she was having. But now that she's just a little over 4 months old, I have been noticing that she is making milestones, that she isn't rolling over yet, but she is scooting, and she's scooting her little bum right off of this thing. And so even though it does have these straps that are supposed to keep her secure in there, she's able to wiggle her way down and off of the little ledge right here where her bum is supposed to sit. So in turn, I won't be using this anymore, just because every time like I put her in it whenever she is asleep, I'll wake up to feed her and she will have scoot herself right on out of it. So yeah, it's good for feeding for like 20 or 30 minutes, but once they hit that milestone of being able to scoot themselves or start rolling over, this is not great for keeping them for sleep. So won't be using this for sleep anymore.
I have no idea what is happening, but I got to talk over these copyright sounds.
So it's a new day. Yep, it is a new day.
Happy Cinco de Mayo and Life After Lockup Day. Look forward to Monday nights, huh?
Of course.
How do you feel? You finally made your debut on TV, bruh. How you feel?
Famous now.
Oh, yeah?
This 34-year-old woman literally had the audacity to put this out about her ex-husband, Ryan Anderson, after all she put him through, after all she did to him. After 7 months ago, using her stepmother's friend to put out private messages on TikTok from her husband, Ryan Anderson, to paint him out to be somebody who absolutely will not move on because he could just not get over her. She not only does this, she releases text messages from Ryan to her father, Rod Blanchard, saying that Gypsy needs to take that down. She had no right to tell anybody. And she didn't. She had absolutely no right to say anything about what Ryan Anderson is taking medically, what he's prescribed it for, why, when, where, how, doesn't matter. The fact of the matter, the truth, the principle is that she was pissed off because he showed a text message from Gypsy for the first time ever. But she's able to do this 7 months ago and show text messages from Ryan to her father. That is 3 times that Gypsy Rose Blanchard has leaked messages from Ryan Anderson to her or to her father. And it's all because of this. She's mad because everybody said that she's keeping him on a string for a safety net in case things don't work out with Ken. She divorced him, had a baby on him, cheated on him, and then has the nerve to ask him if he's actually dating another content creator. The fact that Ryan Anderson posted this, and this is information that the whole internet knew, but that was her reaction, a manipulative video with a fake apology for the public to make them think that she's truly sorry. A video at Jazz Fest threatening Ryan Anderson while she's simultaneously doing the same exact thing she's pissed off at him for, releasing private messages between him and her father. At this point, we all see it for exactly what it is. But you know, she should be sorry for taking her mother's life. She should be sorry for lying on Nicholas Godejohn, and she should be sorry for what she did to Stephanie Goldhammer. Gypsy Rose Blanchard not only ruined Nicholas Godejohn's life, lying to him, making him believe that she was one of the worst abuse victims that have ever walked planet Earth. But did you know that she also lied to his biological father, Mr. Godejohn, Bobby Godejohn? But she didn't stop there. She also lied to and manipulated Stephanie Goldhammer, who is Nick's mom. On the night of the crime, June 9th, 2015, she Facebook messages the shared account that Gypsy and Nick had. She says, "Where is Nick? Please have him call his mom. He will not answer his phone. I need to know that my son is okay." She responds back, "He is perfectly good, Mrs. Stephanie. I'll have him call you, stubborn as he is. He's here in my town, just relaxing. ma'am. He can explain more. Stephanie says, thanks for letting me know. I just want to know that he is good. And she replies back, yes, ma'am, I understand. Happy face, happy face. Psalm 34:16. The face of the Lord is against evildoers, to cut off the memory of them from the earth. Psalm 37:12. The wicked plot against the godly. They snarl at them in defiance. Isaiah 1:17. Learn to do good. Seek justice. Help the oppressed. Defend the cause of orphans. Fight for the rights of widows. Galatians 6:7. Don't be misled. You cannot mock the justice of God. You will always harvest what you plant. Proverbs 24:20. For the evil man has no future. The lamp of the wicked will be put out. Peter 2:1. So get rid of all evil behavior. Be done with all deceit, hypocrisy, jealousy, and all unkind speech. Romans 12:19. Vengeance is mine. I will repay, says the Lord. Just a friendly reminder of some very powerful words that we all should heed about evil, sin, and justice. But let's rewind time to when this one said, before, I could lie and think nothing of it. I could tell a million lies and really not feel any guilt about it. And she would even go on to lie to investigators and at the trial of Nicholas Godejohn. She thought she would be in trouble, but she didn't think that she would be in as much trouble as Nick, never dreaming that for her part, she potentially could get the rest of her life in prison or the death penalty. The reality is that it sunk in. Oh shit, I'm in really deep trouble. And that is exactly what her apology video to Ryan Anderson was all about. Oh shit, I'm really in trouble.
It's about what the public might think, the public persona. And I think what gets to me, and I vented this to your mom, is that you have your TikTok personality and then you have the real Ryan Anderson. And those two are two completely different people. So when I see you on TikTok, acting the way you do, talking the way you do, doing your polls, that's not the man that I married. The man that I married went on Facebook once a month because I asked him to. You didn't do social media. You didn't care. It was never about the public back then. And it's so hard to see what you have become. So yeah, I get mad, I get frustrated, I get angry because I know that that's not you. Where's the person
sprinkled throughout the entire filming process? Gotta understand, Ken is not used to being filmed. The difference between Ken and Ryan, I mean, there's a lot of differences, but Ryan welcomes, I think, the cameras and adapted a lot easier than Ken did. So I think when we first started filming this season, Ken was still very closed off. He was still very kind of like, keep everything private. You don't really show affection unless it's like behind closed doors type of thing. He was just not very open. Like Ryan was mushy 24/7. Ken is not like that, but Ken is like that behind closed doors. So on the show, I think that I often would call him out on being overly guarded. And what I mean by that is just kind of like, he doesn't show his goofy side. He doesn't show his funny, quirky side that he only shows to me and like close friends and family. He doesn't do that on camera, but he's not like that in real life, if that makes sense.
The reason why I went back and found these clips and showed them side by side with her saying one thing about Ryan in this fake manipulative apology video and a completely different thing while she was sick with bronchitis at the pool at a gym talking about Ken, because she talks about how Ryan is a different person, even though he has been on this journey for almost 3 years with her. Not only was he introduced to social media once she was released, he was also a part of the Prison Confessions, her season 1 and season 2 of her show. But those same things she says she hates about Ryan and about the social media and the public, she's willing to make excuses for those same exact red flags for Ken. But he's different on camera. He's not as comfortable as Ryan is being on camera, because she used Ryan Anderson and she did not have genuine feelings for him. That's why she said, "I'm sorry that you fell in love with a POS like me." Nowhere does she say, "I'm sorry that I fell out of love with you," or that I chose another man over you, because she was never in love with him. But because she is infatuated with Ken, because he once denied her and left her for another woman for almost 6 years, she's obsessed, in lust with Ken, and makes excuses for the same exact behaviors that she despises in Ryan. But the problem is how she goes about it. How she lashes out at him and then turns around and Darvos him, trying to always be the perpetual victim, even though she is the offender and perpetrator in every situation in her life and drama. Then she has the nerve to tell all of society and social media that it's a new day, like just get over it, and then make all these dumb videos and flood Instagram and TikTok with meaningless videos and using the baby, because on average, her video, her posts, or her lives get over 300% more views and gifts if Aurora is present. Basically saying and insinuating, oh, that never happened. Not only did I not do what I did, I apologized for it, I took it down, and none of that happened. But it did, and evil will be purged from the earth. Vengeance, retribution, and justice will always be served by God for our actions, words, choices, and behaviors. And none of us are exempt from that, including, most importantly, Gypsy Rose Blanchard.
Keep making content.
And please don't forget to subscribe, like, turn on notifications, and share.